Yo, what it do? What it be, y'all? It's your boy Agent A and T, Reverend Spell Block Agent C, gang, all that shit. And I've talked about biblical topics before on this channel, and I've discussed my upbringing as a Jehovah's Witness. So today, I'm gonna be talking about why I don't necessarily believe in God, but why I also think it's okay to have faith in one or believe in one. So basically, most Christians, and Jews worship Yahweh, who's been worshipped since ancient Egyptian times, and Islamic and Muslim people worship Allah. And based on the law of non-contradiction, if one God exists, then it means all the other gods are fake or non-existent in terms of monotheism. Polytheism is a different story because that's already a belief in multiple gods, but it's a pretty safe bet that if one omnipotent being exists that has the power to literally bend the universe at will, then it's probably the only being that can do that, unless it's like a whole race of them, and it's one big hive mind, or they're kind of like the Watchers from Marvel or something. I don't know. Anyways, so Allah and Yahweh are both omnipotent beings who supposedly used prophets to spread their message or will on earth. Even though both gods are similar, they differ in the fact that Allah is the one and only deity that Muslims are supposed to worship. Nothing else, no exceptions. And Yahweh, on the other hand, is worshipped through His Holy Spirit and also Jesus. And although Allah sent His message through Elijah Muhammad never claimed to be the Son of God. And even though Jesus is mentioned in the Quran, He isn't really like the central character like He is in the Bible. And that's about all the religions and their gods have in common. And really they aren't that similar, but they have loose similarities. But both have a God that is all-knowing and all-powerful. And here's my problem with that. As far as Yahweh goes, or the Hebrew or Christian God, my problems with Him start like in Genesis. They have the whole 7-day creation mythos and the Garden of Eve saga, Garden of Eden, whatever. So let's kind of start there. I did a video on that in the past, and we're also starting there because I have more background knowledge with Yahweh than Allah. Plus, between the three main monotheistic religions, Judaism and Christianity share Yahweh as their main God, but Jews reject Jesus as the Messiah, as do Muslims who worship Allah. Now, between all three religions, they all kind of have the same creation myth with Adam and Eve and their fall from Eden and all that. A little interesting side note is that in Christianity and Judaism, Eden is heavenly, implied to be an earthly location. In the Quran, Eden is a heavenly place, though. Not heavenly implied, heavily implied. In Judaism and Christianity, Eden is on earth, and in the Quran, Eden is in heaven. That's really besides the point, though. So God does the whole 7 days thing and basically creates the simulation that we're living in, and then He creates Adam, then He creates Eve, and sometime during their creation, God gave them free will. But He tells them they can't eat from a specific tree, and the tree is called the tree of knowledge of good and bad. Which is to say, to this day, I wonder what that shit tasted like. Because they're like, bro, that shit must have been fire as fuck. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil? That sounds crazy. But anyways, later sometime after He tells him that, a snake pops up, tells Eve she eats from the tree, she won't die like God said, but she'll gain the knowledge of and the power of God. So God told him, don't eat from it. It's the tree of knowledge of good and bad. For the day you eat from it, you will positively die. That's what the Bible say. Eve eats from it anyway, thanks to the snake. And snakes from then on in history get a bad name and a bad rap, and so do women. But so Eve eats the fruit, right? And then she finds Adam and tells him to eat it. And instead of being, cautious, he trusts his wife more than God and dooms all of humanity by eating the fruit too. So let's kind of back up here, because this shit kind of don't add up at all. If we following the same law of non-contradiction, and both monotheistic gods are omnipotent and omniscient, meaning they're all-knowing, past, present, future, and they're all powerful. They created all that we see before us and all that. But they couldn't see that Adam and Eve were going to be deceived. Like, you feel me? Like, how are you all-knowing? You know past, present, and future, but you don't see Adam and Eve. Like, you don't see the snake in the garden. You just kind of let that whole situation play out. But, like, in other situations in the Bible, you like, nah, I'm not finna let that shit slide. Anyway, but, if they're all-knowing and all-powerful, they knew exactly what was going to happen the whole time. You feel me? At least, that's how omnipotent works. Somebody's move, you created the universe, pretty much, and omniscient. If you're omnipotent, you have unlimited power, and you're omniscient, you know everything that's going to happen, pretty much. So if they knew exactly what was going to happen, then free will doesn't really exist, because no matter what we do, it was all known by God beforehand, right? So God knew Adam and Eve was going to fuck up, and they didn't stop it, whether it be Allah or Yahweh, but they didn't stop it, which also calls into question Adam and Eve creating sin by disobeying God, because when Adam and Eve ate the fruit, they inherited sin and were banished from Eden. Then sometime later, God destroyed most of the sinners on earth with a great flood, before finally supposedly sending Jesus down here to sacrifice himself so that all of us could have a chance at life in heaven, or paradise on earth, or whatever, some Christians believe. Jews and Muslims, as far, as I've mentioned, don't really believe in that whole Jesus was the Messiah thing. As I mentioned before, Muslims believe Muhammad was a prophet of Allah, but he was a human. He received visions from God. He never claimed to be the son of Allah, or never have claimed to be have those kind of powers or anything like that. He just said, hey, listen to me and y'all gonna be alright, pretty much. Kind of like on some Moses shit, but even Moses kind of had, direction from God in a sense. Yeah, he wasn't really the Messiah or anything like that. He was kind of just like a message bringer from God. Or Noah. Well, Moses too, but Noah too, in that sense. My whole thing is, if God is so powerful and humans kept fucking up, and he knew they were going to keep fucking up, why not just give us the whole dinosaur treatment and start over? I mean, for real, you can say, oh, well, you just gotta have faith in God, like, he has faith in you to carry out his will on earth, that's what they'd be saying sometimes, but God used to open up the earth and swallow whole tribes for fucking with his people, and sent plagues against Egypt, and, to deliver his people to freedom, to deliver his people from slavery, and now, a sign from God is seeing like Jesus facing a potato chip or something, like it's just crazy. It's different. Like, how did we get this far? Let me get back on topic though. If God is all-knowing and all-powerful, then free will doesn't really exist. Not in the sense that you're being controlled, but it's the illusion of free will. No matter what you do, in the grand scheme of things, in God's eyes, the end results are inevitable. God knew Eve was going to sin and die, just like we all sin and die. So were Adam and Eve ever really perfect? And here's where the law of non-contradiction kind of comes into play again, because an all-knowing or an all-powerful deity cannot also be ignorant or negligent, can they? I'm not even getting into how both gods like to be gods of peace and gods of war in different instances throughout history, and how neither is blamed for suffering on this earth, yet praised for the slightest sign of good shown. But if you look at the Adam and Eve creation story specifically, it shows from the beginning God's bipolar attitude towards humanity. And it exposes several paradoxes, because if God was truly all powerful and all knowing, he already knew Adam and Eve were gonna fuck up. According to the Bible, Jesus knew he was gonna be sold out and sacrificed. You feel me? And lo and behold, it all happened. And supposedly Jesus was a symbol of perfection and was able to perform miracles in his Father's name, and his whole mission was to literally be the sacrificial lamb for humanity. Did Jesus even have free will? Most of his life he knew he was supposed to carry out God's will and be sacrificed. And one important thing that always stuck with me is as he was being tortured, Jesus uttered the words, "God, why have you forsaken me?" Which, it's been theorized he was quoting Psalm 22. But if he wasn't, it's a puzzling quote, because really God hadn't forsaken him at all. Jesus was doing exactly what God wanted him to do, which was die. Which is what everybody else does. Of course, you got the resurrection, and nobody really knows what happened to Jesus after he was resurrected. But again, it brings into question the existence of free will. Because if you remember, Jesus literally called his death. He told Judas, "You're gonna betray me." He told I think it was Peter, "You're gonna deny me, bro. They're gonna ask them if you know who I am, and you're gonna tell them, nah, I don't know your ass from Jesus, bro." But he called everything that was gonna happen. So I don't know when. The Bible doesn't really talk about when he knew he was the sacrificial lamb, but he knew. He knew what was going down and what was supposed to happen. But that's the thing. He was the most perfect man on earth, on record, supposedly. And and his destiny was predestined. So can you have perfection without free will? Because Adam and Eve were obviously always supposed to be imperfect. There was a very short time where they were perfect, and then they got imperfect and they died. Even Jesus was the symbol of perfection, and he died. So it's just kind of don't make sense to me, and especially for an all-powerful God. Like I said, you could have easily, Adam and Eve fucked up, boom, okay, time to start over. Saw that coming. Or, these humans keep fucking up and they're gonna keep fucking up. Okay, boom. New plan. Especially if if you could bend reality like that. But that just weird. Weird to me that you have rules to being an omnipotent, omniscient being. And as humans, we strive to reach our image of perfection, or living the perfect life. And due to our individualism, everyone's vision of a perfect life is different, even within the same religion. So is free will the illusion we have of free will, and individualism just is a part of God's grand vision for a heavenly future? To me, there's many paradoxes and contradictions, plus the Bible being rewritten so many times and so much of human history being destroyed or hidden through the ages. I find it hard to put faith in a contradictory deity. But I do believe there is paranormal and extraterrestrial shit in this world we can't or have yet to explain. And I've always said, if the world is like a book, then it's going to conclude probably similarly to how it started. If we get destroyed by a nuke, global warming, or plague, then we probably evolved naturally. And that's just how the world goes. If Yahweh or Allah or a supernatural deity like fucking Odin or Thor destroys Earth with Ragnarok, well then there's that. And really, until we die, we don't even know for sure if this plane of existence, of existential consciousness, is the only one that's out there. That this is the only one that we know. But whatever you believe in, as long as you're not hurting anybody, or believe what you want to believe. You know, that's my belief. You know, as long as you're not hurting nobody, do what you do, man. Flying spaghetti monster, you know, all that. Do what you do. You know, believe in what makes you happy. So, I mean, like I said, until the world ends, or we die, or both happen at the same time, we don't really know the truth. It's all speculation, and as my big homie Eric calls it, it's just mental masturbation. I'm just kind of explaining why religion doesn't make sense to me personally, but I understand the need to believe in a higher power or something greater than you, and I believe in that, but also I believe humans have been spiritually and mentally suppressed, and with the CIA basically confirming that astral projection and collective consciousness are real, or at least in theory and concept they could be achieved, I think humans can connect on a deeper level. But I read somewhere that world peace doesn't make profits. So there's always going to be people that value wealth over spiritual assets. But why can't we have both? Not everybody wants to be a billionaire. Some people just want to live comfortably on a farm with a family, or live in a modest house and work comfortably on their passion, or live in a nice townhome community and got church every Sunday. I personally wouldn't mind at least $1 million to blow before I die, but that's me and my goals. And I've learned that my goals and beliefs aren't everyone's goals and beliefs. But I've also grown to respect different perspectives. And like I said, as long as you're not ignorant or hurting anyone with your beliefs, I can respect them. So if you believe in Yahweh, Allah, Zeus, the flying spaghetti monster, whatever, that's cool. Like I said, I lost my faith. But I believe there's something out there, and I believe humans haven't unlocked their full potential on Earth because we in the age of disinformation and religious extremism and poor leadership have held us down for generations, and hopefully that changes and we can all live in peace despite different beliefs. Or maybe one day God really will come back and show us what's up. But until then, we can only guess and pray. Respect to all the beliefs, though. I know I left out, Buddhism, Hindus, and other religions, but I mainly wanted to talk about the main creation theory and why it creates paradoxes in polytheistic religions from the jump to me. I'm not trying to disprove nothing. I'm just kind of trying to explain the shit that don't add up to me. You feel me? And blind faith isn't something I'm big on. It's, some childhood trauma shit I'll probably talk about in another video or, with my therapist, but no, I'm just playing. I don't have a therapist, but that's why I'm on YouTube. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Sorry if you feel like I disrespected your religion. I'm just trying to give you all my perspective. I think we should be open to discuss and learn about different beliefs and cultures, but I digress. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, because I got more hot but less controversial content dropping soon. So stay tuned. Don't get smoked out here, y'all. It's been your boy, Agent A&T, repping the Spell Block Agency. Yeah, I'm out. I guess I got a few more minutes on the video left, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and live stream it. Here we go. I don't really remember this, to be truthful with y'all. I know whenever I got the Spitfire, I'm going crazy though. Y'all could tell this is a long ass time ago. I got more up-to-date commentaries. I'm just using, the old footage that I got too. Hey, good shit. Kind of set that play up. I should have gotten an assist for that, but it's cool. Oh snap! I'm over here, out here getting murdered. Oh my lord! They not fucking playing. I'm just watching my whole team get slaughtered. Damn, did I really take this dub? Oh god. Nope, I did not take this dub. Like, oh shit. I got one elimination. Oh no. Oh, what a clutch lifeline. My god. I need that. Oh shit. Wasn't even looking at the ring. Oh my god. Clutch little slide, okay. Oh my god, and of course I'm getting shot at. Oh my god. Might have just saved my life with that one. Oh, I kind of do remember this one. Well, maybe I don't. Damn. So one I'm kind of trying to remember got a Pathfinder. Oh, I think I do remember this one. Okay. Yeah, because bro drops down here and gets dropped by bro. I dropped my only grenade on some stupid shit. It's all good though. Oh yeah, I'm boosting the ultimate accelerant for show. Patiently waiting for the dub. I pop up here, get clapped up. Like, oh, both teams right here. Say less. See one over there. Got a knock. Oh my gosh, going crazy. Moving over there, bro. I'm okay. Shit. I don't know what bro had on him. He was getting good little hits though. Oh my gosh, what an elimination. I was like, oh, they healing up. It's time to press. I did not even expect Shorty to be up there. I'm not gonna cap with y'all. I am not gonna cap with y'all. And I didn't even see bro right there either. But I think it was her dude that was being healed. Again, I wasn't even paying attention to the ring. Cause that shit's closing. I'm trying to get the fuck out the way. Get clapped up by bro. Bro's already moving. I see him. He's way back behind here. I'm like, hey, he behind you and he dying? What a clutch dub. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Be safe, y'all. Don't get smoked. I'm out. Peace.
Good luck, brothers. You are the Apex Champions.